And so when I read about the visible object is color, so maybe 2 months ago I told my brother he loved to take photos. So I told him, so when you take a photo, why not just pay attention to colors and see what happens? And he didn't do that right away, probably after 4 or 5 weeks. And then when he was riding the motorcycle, and suddenly he remembered, pay attention to color. And then he suddenly just see all the colors without the sense of space. And then he suddenly remembered he's actually riding a motorcycle in a busy street. So he was a little bit horrified and then get back to the conventional world.
But what is the benefit of doing so?
You mean try to see colors? To know what's written on the book is right.
So concentrate on this. What do you learn?
I'm sorry?
Concentrate on this, just this. What do you know?
A cup and water.
So is that what we can tell?
That's not what Buddha taught, because that's the Dhamma.
Because there's no understanding of anything in life. As usual, you see a cup. As usual.
Yes.
See a table is usual. Everything is seen as usual. So what and when is the understanding of physical object?
This is where I am not clear, because I look at that as is a cup.
So it's you who look and you think that it's a cup, where is the understanding?
Yeah, but it's so fast, the thinking take over.
I mean the understanding of what?
The understanding of sees.
But it's the you who sees things.
No, but that's from the learning of the book.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's not everyone try to understand. But there must be the understanding of the true nature of each reality right now. As not you used to take for something all the time or people and things.
But understanding is still so weak.
That's it. That's why listen more, consider more, understanding more, rather than doing anything to try to have it.
Yes, the other day Achan asked me, do I have competence in Dhamma? And I thought about that because I have, honestly, most of the competence is directly from people around Achan and Achan's talk. Because I look at these people who know so much and they still have so much confidence and listening every chance. So that kind of also give me indirect confidence.
No one tell anyone to do anything at all. Not to look at this intentionally.
Right.
Do this intentionally. No. It's a point.
But only Panya can have competence in Panya, right?
We better understand what Panya really is. Before doing anything to that Panya. So what does Panya know?
What Panya knows? The characteristic of each Dhamma?
As what?
As it is?
As what?
As the Dhamma's own characteristic.
As what?
Like those I want to attack, that kind of thing, no?
Not as anyone at all.
Oh,
not as anything at all.
Yeah.
Not as oneself at all.
That's just Dhamma, reality only.
Right. So even to answer John's question about do I have competence in Dhamma, I need some certain level of Dhamma to have competence.
Let's mean that one know the meaning of Dhamma. It knows this and that. But actually there must be the understanding deeper, much deeper than that. What does it understand? Can it understand just this is a cup? That is not Panya. When one says that visible object is seen, that is not Panya yet. It just a way for thought to consider. If it is just visible object, there's nothing in it. Like looking in the mirror. What's there? Who's there? Actually, there's nothing. But the idea of everything comes from looking at the mirror. So now it's like one is looking at the mirror, and we think that there are many people here, but actually only visible object is seen. I'm just trying to concentrate on any object in order to understand that.
Lina was sharing me on the right here about touching. Can I touch table? That kind of question. I find the touching is easier to understand than seeing.
Easier? And what is the understanding involved in the touching?
For example, touching harness. So it seems obvious than seeing a color of the visible object.
Instead of thinking of color, it's just that which is seen, just visible object that is seen. As soon as there's an idea of color, red, black, blue, it's already thinking about what is seen. And if there's any idea of trying to concentrate or trying to be aware of color, it's nothing to do with understanding what appears naturally, just that which is visible for a moment and then gone. So instead of leading to the development of understanding, it just leads to the development of wrong understanding and wrong concentration, because at that moment of trying, it's self that is trying, it's not understanding. So with the example of your brother and suddenly seeing colors and stopping the motorbike, the understanding of reality is not like that. It's not some interference in daily life. It doesn't mean that one's life stops because there is any awareness. So if it seems like an interference in daily life and that one can't ride one's motorbike, then it shows it's not understanding.
I totally agree that anything tried is conditioned by moha. When there is trying, then it's moha is conditioned.
Moha and wrong understanding.
And wrong understanding, yes. So that in my brother's case, he didn't really try, he just suddenly remembered the word and then he just naturally did that. Is that still trying?
Because you told him to try to see that it's color or try to understand that it's color.
Right.
So it's not the right way.
When we hear that seeing just sees visible object, sometimes also rendered as colour, as the object is seen, we think that it may be possible to see that by paying attention to visible object or colour. But that is not that cannot lead to the understanding about which the Buddha taught. When we hear that seeing sees visible object, because there is seeing now, it's possible for us to know whether that is correct or not, or whether for us it is still difficult to have any realization of that truth. But the answer is not to pay more attention to what we take to be visible object, because what we take to be visible object isn't seen as visible object, so it won't be visible object. So it's like selecting an object. If we say pay attention to, that's another way of saying select, isn't it? Yeah.